I'm so excited to be here. We are based, Planned Parenthood of Western Pennsylvania. My office is based in Pittsburgh, and we had folks marching in DC. We have folks marching in Pittsburgh, but I said I have to come to Erie because Erie has a very special place in my heart. I am a proud Edinburgh graduate. And I was really excited to break out my Irresistibles jacket. And with that in mind, we need to do a chant here, okay? And Liz here is going to record this so I can show everyone how much love Erie has for Planned Parenthood. So this chant is, when women's rights are under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. When women's rights are under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. What do? Stand up, fight back. What do? Stand up, fight back. Yes, thank you. So at Planned Parenthood in Pennsylvania, we serve over 100,000 patients. They come to us for care, for birth control, cancer screenings, pap smears, STI testing and treatment, and yes, safe, legal abortion. And at Planned Parenthood, we do not turn away people who don't have insurance. We do not turn away people because of their inability to pay. People count on us to protect their health care and to protect their access. Folks like my friend Gina, who a few years ago found a lump in her breast. It was before the ACA and she had no insurance. Planned Parenthood was the only places where she could make an appointment. The care she experienced was compassionate and professional. She was referred for a mammogram and an ultrasound, and she was able to have most of her costs covered, and thankfully she was given a free bill of health. Every single day, doctors, clinicians, and staff open up our doors and our hearts to our communities. And across the country, that's what Planned Parenthood has been doing for over 100 years. Because healthcare is a human right. It should not be a privilege. It shouldn't matter where you live, how much money you have, or what you look like. You deserve affordable, compassionate care. Now, there are some folks in Washington who want to block patients from coming to us for care. And who is that going to hurt the most? People with low incomes, people of color, people in rural areas. 76% of our patient base is at 150% or below the federal poverty line. This is who is getting cut out. In Pennsylvania, there is no safety net. Other providers cannot absorb our patient base. That is exactly what defunding Planned Parenthood would do. And they're also talking about repealing the Affordable Care Act. Yes, boo. Now, the ACA is inherently feminist, right? Before it, in most states, if you were a woman, you were paying, on average, 48% higher premiums than male counterparts for the exact same insurance. So the law now bans insurers from discriminating against women. It also means no co-pays or deductibles for preventative care, improving birth control. That includes pap smears, mammograms, STD testing and treatment, well-woman checkups, immunizations, and other preventative care. Services women need to stay healthy. Another little thing, short personal story. So the day that I graduated from Edinburgh University, I was kicked off of my parents' health insurance. And I had 2 months before I started my job, but my mom was like, Jessica, you cannot go without health insurance. You need to have insurance, you need to be covered. Cool, right? So I went to my doctor because I noticed, a couple days a month, and I had tracked it, I was getting severely depressed, and it was connected to my menstrual cycle. So my doctor was like, well, we can do a couple things. We can put you on an antidepressant, but I would prefer not to do that since this is obviously connected to your cycle, or there's a certain birth control that really, really helps with that. So, great. As it turns out, it wasn't covered, and it was like $100. I was working 2 jobs at the mall at the time, and I could not afford that. So I called the insurance company, and they said, we're sorry, we can't cover contraception when it's used for birth control.
Shame!
let that sentence roll around in your brain for a moment, right? But you know, I'm like, oh, well, it's none of your business what I'm doing, but thankfully this is actually because I have this thing and I need this birth control because it's gonna make me feel better. All right, cool, go just get your doctor to sign off that you're not doing it to not get pregnant, that you're doing it because of this condition, and then we'll cover it. Cool, great. So 2 weeks later, I get a call, oh, we're actually not covering it because it's a pre-existing condition. Right, it's a joke, kind of funny, tragic, I guess. But the thing about the ACA is that it doesn't discriminate against folks with pre-existing conditions. And now, most women have periods, and most women have some not fun side effects with those. And should being a woman be a pre-existing condition? No! So, ACA is great. Summation. Too long didn't read. The ACA is fantastic. So, this is just some of what is at risk right now. So, you've probably heard a lot about defunding Planned Parenthood in the last couple weeks and getting rid of the ACA. But we have a saying at Planned Parenthood, and it is, these doors stay open. And this is not what people want. Poll after poll after poll says that the American public wants Planned Parenthood to be fully funded. Frankly, anyone who doesn't like abortion, if you want to get rid of it, guess what? Double family planning money because we prevent unplanned pregnancies. So the thing is, the American people support us for Planned Parenthood, and we need every single one of them to stand with us. I need you to stand with us. And now this is the biggest fight, honestly, that Planned Parenthood has faced in over 100 years. But thankfully, we've had 100 years of training, and there's a lot of stuff people here can do. If you support Planned Parenthood, if you're with us, go to istandwithpp.org. Look up, find my legislator, and call your state legislators every single day and tell them that you care about the women in your lives and you want Planned Parenthood to be funded. It really, really helps. So, we've been around for over 100 years. We've been providing folks with tools for reproductive care. And for over 100 years, we have been fighting with people who are trying to take that away. But the thing is, we are never going to stop fighting because we are needed and we know what we do is right, and we will keep on fighting. So please fight with us.